night so far tonight at Myrtle Beach. Elliott Sadler was leading in the 29. He and Jim Sauter came together. Sauter went around, and Sadler lost the lead in the skirmish. Just one of many incidents we've enjoyed so far tonight at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Rick Benjamin, Patty Moise, Bill Venturini, and Mike Hogwood on pit road. Your leader is Tim Fedewa, the 33. Trying to put Jeff Fuller in the 45 a lap down. And the 89 of Johnny Chapman goes around. A few laps ago, he had gotten way up high in turn 4 in the marbles, kept it straight and on the track, but he loses it this time. Chapman in the wall up in turn 2. And we are under caution. Chapman with heavy front-end damage to the alarm south Ford. Gets it refired, tries to spin it to get it pointed in the right direction.
This may be the chance these guys take to pit now.
Coming up on the 100 lap mark, a lot of guys wanted tires. Let's show you what happened. You're down in 1. Todd Bodine right behind the 89.
Well, I don't know that really Todd got into him there. It looks like he maybe went in there just a little bit harder, and you know, it's a low fuel load now, so the back end of the car is much lighter, tends to make it a little bit loose getting in, and went around.
Johnny Chapman spinning and cracking the wall up in turn 2. He's fine. Got the car refired. Todd Bodine, meantime, on the move. He has moved to 4th spot tonight. And the Stanley Tools Pontiac and his teammate, McLaughlin, who's won 2 already this year. Winning at New Hampshire, winning on the road course at Watkins Glen, right behind him in 5th. So the 2 Team 34 cars doing very, very nicely here tonight. Todd Bodine announcing a couple of days ago, we'll have the full story tomorrow on race day, that he is moving to Winston Cup with a new team next year. Race leader, meantime, getting ready to lead him onto pit road. Tim Fedewa will come down. Everybody wants rubber. One fuel stop ought to about do it tonight as well for these cars. And will they take fuel under the caution here and not have to take it a second time? Undoubtedly, that's the plan. Let's go to pit road. Mike Hogwood.
Tim Fedewa has some sheet metal damage on the front end, but it hasn't affected the way this car is running. Crew Chief Butch Indy said, fellas, we're not making any adjustments at all. Ford tires and fuel, that's all they're going to do on the 33. Meanwhile, you mentioned Todd Bodine a moment ago. He's moved from 15th to 4th, and he's done it using the outside groove. He's gotten really loose as that fuel load got low. He wants a track bar adjustment. They're going to make adjustment on Bodine's car. He thinks that'll get him to the front. Fedewa is down and away, and he is out first.
Fedewa is out first, and Elliott Sadler gets out quickly as well. Todd Bodine, they drop the jack on the 34, get him up on the racetrack. Field will reform behind the safety car. We'll be back to set the order for you in a moment. Back live at Myrtle Beach Speedway in South Carolina, the Advanced Auto Parts 250 for the NASCAR Busch Series tonight on TNN Motorsports. Now, the track has changed quite a bit here tonight. It's a brand new surface, a new configuration, too. Time for our AutoZone Tech Fact. Here's Mike Hogwood.
When the drivers came here to test at Myrtle Beach, they found something new in turn 1. Speed bumps like this one. They were all through the turn, and what it did was it not only slowed them down, it took away the low groove. It would have made racing into the first turn very, very tight. The drivers complained. They took the speed bumps away. So now it's a fast way through turn 1 again, and the racing is wide.
And that's our AutoZone Tech Fact tonight, brought to you by the more than 1,600 AutoZone stores across America. AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. Look who's back at the head of the class, Elliott Sadler, and the Phillips 6629. Mike Hogwood, how did this happen?
They did it because they took no tires. That's right, 0 tires. You're only allowed 2 sets, and remember, they flat spotted that set. They had to come in and put 4 new tires on already. So the crew chief, Sandy Jones, said, hey, we're not going to put on any tires. We're going to go to the front and see if we can stay there.
Track position key. They've gambled and taken advantage of the situation. It's paid off for now.
Well, this car's quick enough that they'll be able to stay at least up front, so I don't think
okay, here we go.
Big problem with it.
105 laps complete. 145 to go tonight at Myrtle Beach. Pace car is in.
Go.
Sadler brings him to the stripe. We're back underway.
It shouldn't hurt him too bad, at least for a little while, because it hasn't been that long ago that he got those 4 tires. And as I say that, the 34 car pulls right up.
Mike McLaughlin getting up alongside Sadler off of 2. Magic shoes to the inside, gunning for the lead. He's got Fedewa right behind him, and McLaughlin grabs the point as they come off of 4. Fedewa in his 2nd spot. Sadler will try to tuck in 3rd. He won't make it. Todd Bodine will go by.
Once that door is open, once you get pushed up like that, boy, it's easy for them to line up on you.
And look at Randy LaJoy on the move as well with fresh rubber and some adjustments on that pit stop as we take you on board the channel lock machine. Actually, that's the Randy LaJoy machine outside. As we take a look at the Napa field standings, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. At Napa, we keep America running. Jeff Fuller in trouble. Napa standings up at the top of your screen. 143 to go. Quite a lead battle. McLaughlin in the 34, the point holder right now, with Fedewa, who led earlier, right behind him. And we'll see if Fedewa's got more race car. I think he may have more car.
It looks like it right now. I tell you, Mike was really good in practice. Of course, that was a total different time of day, but you know, he likes that. The view from up front there is so much nicer.
McLaughlin out in front, hoping for his third win of the season, second in the last couple of weeks, having won at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago. But Fedewa says, I'm down low and I'm taking it back.
But you can see coming off before, Tim had the lower line coming off the corner. Actually set him up coming off before. He was able to run down the straightaway and get him going into one.
141 remaining. Fedewa back to the lead right now. McLaughlin drops to second. Bodine is third. Then LaJoie, the point leader, is fourth. So the two top cars in the point chase running third and fourth. There's the lead battle up in two. Look at him coming off the second quarter. Look at this battle a little further back. Sadler backpedaling in the field with Mike Dillon there. Kevin LePage in the hunt as well. This is the battle for 10th, 11th, and 12th. Steve Park, we talked about him a lot earlier in the broadcast. Park is up to 10th now in the AC Delco 3.
Hasn't made a lot of noise, but look where he's at. He's up into the top 10.
That youthful exuberance, Patty, that you talked about earlier on the part of Elliott Sadler. Steve Park seems to have developed a lot of patience.
Yeah, in some races you see that, and then in others, you know, I have my doubts, but they're awfully good. They're awfully fast. He's got a lot of talent, and, you know, patience is one of those things that's learned over time.
Park up to 9th. Good battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Directly in front of him, Jason Keller trying to get around Mark Green in the 37. Keller in the Slim Jim Chevrolet. Jeff Purvis, who battled for the lead earlier, is right there as well. Green is 6th, 7th now to the 57 of Jason Keller, whose dad is on the mend, and we're happy to let you know about that. Jason Keller's father in the hospital for bypass surgery a couple of days ago. Jason wanted us to be sure to say hi to his dad, who is doing much better, and we're glad to hear that and hope to see Mr. Keller back at the racetrack in the very near future as Keller moves around and takes over 6th spot now from Mark Green. So Jason Keller with a good run going, and there's the 3 car with Park out on the move too. It looks like Mark Green's starting to back up a little.
Yeah, and they're doing outside passes there, the hard way around the racetrack.
Move Park up another spot into 8th as Mark Green gets shuffled back to 9th, directly in front of those cars. Purvis is 7th in the white machine, the 28th there. Now Mike Dillon on the outside, moving around Mark Green.
I don't want to say nothing, but I don't know if you've noticed that 38 car is, where's he at, running 11th?
Well, you know, I sort of picked up on the fact that he had made it on the screen there, and I really appreciate you drawing our attention to that.
I was going to say something.
Well, I knew you were a little gutsy. I wanted to really talk about your mate there, Helton, but he's running a good show.
As we watch NASCAR timing and scoring presented by MCI, 134 laps remaining. Jason Jarrett with a nice run tonight. You see him there in 21st spot. We check back in on Elton Sawyer, Kevin LePage, and Mark Green as they race for 10th spot. Elton's been pretty quiet tonight in all seriousness, but he's been very steady and strong.
Well, they had a problem in qualifying. They had an ignition box go out, and so that started him at the back, and he should have been slowly moving his way up. This is his kind of racetrack. He grew up on these, you know, these flat, small racetracks that he really likes it. And of course, he's a past winner here.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's won here before, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Thank you for mentioning it.
And tonight, if I'm not mistaken, is his 250th career Busch start. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know. You got me there. I hadn't been counting.
I believe that is the case. We jump on board with Jim Sauter in the 64 machine, taking a look back at the 57 of Jason Keller. He's got Purvis right with him. They're lapping by the 99 car of Glenn Allen Jr. The 57 of Keller up to 5th. He had a very strong run here 1 year ago.